Okay, I think we're live. I'm pretty sure we're live. We'll give it a couple minutes, see if we get some friends to show up here, and you can tell us if we're 5 by 5, if you can hear us and see us, and all that stuff. Um, Hopefully we can. It's going to be a little bit of a delay. Kind of excited about some of these announcements, so
Yeah, it should be really exciting to share what we're doing and what we've got planned.
and she won't let me spill all of the beans, so we'll give just a couple more seconds for some friends to show up. But yeah, she's holding me pretty
Hey,
pretty
Dave.
tight. So hey, Dave. She won't let me spill all the beans, but I get to spill a lot of them today, so I'm kind of excited about that. So a couple more minutes here. Can you hear us okay, Dave?
And we got four watching. Four people. Yay.
Thank
Hey,
you so much
everyone.
for coming.
Hey, Frank.
This is actually
They can hear us. That's good.
hearing is good. Hearing is good. Otherwise, it looks like that. This is actually our first live stream, and those of you who know me know I am not a social media lover.
Or me.
Or her. Yeah, we're both kind of private
Dorian.
people, which is hilarious because of what we're getting into. But that's great because we're really excited to share with you what's going on, and we want you to be a part of this. So the social media thing isn't even a necessary evil; it's just necessary at this point. We're actually looking forward to it, so it's going to be good. So bear with us on our first live stream, but it looks like people are showing up.
We
We're
got
super
Frank,
excited.
Dorian, Daniel.
Hey
Dave.
guys, awesome. Thank you for coming. We'll start with so basically what we want to do today is we want to make some announcements about what's coming up in 2025. I guess first we should just wish everybody a happy new year. I knew we did that like in a post, but it's different to be able to say happy new year everybody, and we really appreciate all of you, and we're excited to be able to interact with you this next year and share some of our lives with you. That's really exciting for us. So
Yeah.
we've been looking forward to this. So without further ado, let's start some announcements about what's coming in 2025. And I said it that way specifically, what's coming in 2025, because we have an announcement. Some of you know, but there's a lot of you who don't actually know that there is going to be another princess in Clan Runda coming in 2025. So we're super excited. We're expecting her in May, and obviously super excited about that one. So
Now we get the little sister.
yeah, so the clan is growing. The clan is spreading out.
Yeah.
Can I say something about that a little bit, or should I wait? See, she's gonna rein me in, you guys.
We
I'm
didn't
telling
get
you.
a pre-approval.
We didn't get a pre-approval. Okay. Well, I will shut up on that one for right now. But yeah, the princess is coming. And so we're excited about that one. It's funny because Talon the other day, I put out, what questions would you like us to answer on here and stuff. And Talon's in here, right? So
I don't know
you
if
see
he's here
Talon
yet
yet?
or
Talon's
not.
not here yet. Well, we're going to start answering his questions because he listed a whole bunch of really great questions
Great
that
question.
we are planning on answering in this. And so one of the main questions is, what the heck are you doing with this farm? What are your plans? We put out there that we finally got the property. I know a lot of people have been hanging out waiting for us to get the property because we want to make this working Viking farmstead is what we keep saying. But really, what is that? And
Because
so
it could mean a lot of different things.
it could, yeah. People are very attuned to event spaces and things like that, and
Which are super fun.
which are a blast. We just got back from a really really cool one actually in Texas, so we're going to tell you more about that event in the future and stuff like that as well. But phenomenal event, phenomenal people, and actually a couple in here. So hi guys, and we had a blast. So, but what we are doing is a little different than that. What we're actually doing is what it's saying. We're building a farmstead that is historically inspired. That means there's going to be animals. That means that there's going to be historical infrastructure. You want the animals? You're smiling.
We'll
So
get there.
we'll get there. Well, I can say we're doing animals such as maybe cows, sheep, fowl, things that the Vikings would have had and would have been using. And so we want to make that available. The Viking Age infrastructure, things like that. Classes are really kind of the cool thing.
Yeah.
We really want to be able to have people come in, and there's things that we can teach, and there's things that we want to bring experts in to teach. So picture being able to come to a place that, first of all, when you step onto the property, you're stepping back in time. The architecture around you looks Viking Age. Of
We want
course,
it to be super hands-on. We want you to pet the sheep and
yeah,
pet the horses and like get to know everybody and let's just come and enjoy your time
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Kind of be immersed a little bit.
And you those of you who have been with us and met us and following us for a few years and stuff, we like to do things artistically and quality, and that's what this space wants to be. Like, again, like you're stepping back into time. You can come there. Honestly, our goal for you is that when you step onto the property, you just breathe. You just do that exhale, and you're like, this is nice. I need to be here, and we want you to relax and have a real experience. So picture coming to a property like that to learn silversmithing, pottery, how they cooked in the Viking Age, how they
just enjoy some camaraderie.
Well, the camaraderie of it, but classes from basket weaving to food preservation to
silversmithing,
just all kinds of stuff.
And if there's a class that you're like, oh, I really wish that that they would have this, let us know. If that's not something we are capable of teaching, we'll find an expert and see if they'll come and teach it to you.
We've actually just got a hold of a couple experts on subject matter that we can't teach, that we've already mentioned, going back and forth and bringing them in to teach some special classes. So on this property also, we will have campsites where we can set up, period tents again. We will be building cabins where you can stay in, because again, either coming just to relax like that, or coming for a class where you come in the evening, get introduced around the campfire, have a meal, go to sleep in your cabin, wake up in the morning, take a walk, say hi to the animals, come to breakfast, go to your class. That's kind of the environment that we're looking to do with the farmstead.
So every good farm and every good homestead needs a name, and Jeremy worked really hard on our name, and I love it. So why don't you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Bakker Holt Bear is what we're calling the actual farmstead. And what that is that's an Icelandic pronunciation of our last name, Buchholz. And what our name actually means, and that's what this actually translates to, is beech wood. More specifically, a woods, a forest of beech trees. And then farm. And so it was really interesting when we first found the property, because we've been looking for property for a couple of years pretty hard. And when we got to this property, first of all, we stepped foot on it and it was like, oh, this is really nice. We really like it. We feel at home here. But then we were walking the edge of the field in the woods, and Becca actually noticed a really pretty tree. And there was still color in the woods. It's a pretty woods with color and stuff. And she noticed this tree, and she's like, oh, we cannot cut this tree down. This is a gorgeous tree. And I was like, what is that? And so we looked it up, and it actually is a beech tree, which was just really kind of solidified. Hey, this is the right spot, and this is actually what your name means and everything. And we've since found some more. So it actually is a beech wood farm, and so that's what it is. So that's why we named it that. So we're excited about that, and we're mixing. I mean, we've got German and Polish and all kinds of different Scandinavian
but that's
stuff.
How the Vikings were. They were kind of everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. So anyhow, that's what we're doing with the farm. Really want to make it a place where you can learn, experience, build memories, things like that. Now these classes are both going to be in person, and some of them will be available online as well.
Yep, but we'll get to that. What have we got started so far?
Okay. So far, it's hard to keep us down. We've been, and you got to excuse me, speaking of keeping me down. So I got sick on Christmas Day.
Yep.
And I was sick for 4 or 5 days.
That was like a week or more, babe.
Okay, well, and I am struggling to talk. So you talk for a second.
All right. Well, my personal, a little bit extra excited part is we have some of our animals are coming home at the end of this month. I could not be more excited. So we are very, very, very privileged and lucky that one of our good friends are moving to a different
We're
location.
Lucky that they're moving.
Well, I mean, we'll miss them, but they're moving and they're unable to bring their 2 horses with them. So Becca
actually, for the last couple of years, has had the opportunity. So Becca is a horse lover. Those of you who know her, like, and she has missed having her own horses, and that's been something that's been on my heart for a long time. Is we've got to get some property where she can finally have horses again, and but she was able to watch this friend's family
when they
horses.
travel occasionally and stuff like that. But now they get to come home. They went from they're in a loving home, but they come to our loving home too. And I'm just so excited to bring them home and get to know them a little bit better and kind of work with them and see where they fit in the farm. So Bill is, they're both named after Lord of the Rings characters, so true to my heart. So Bill the pony is a halfling or Suffolk's cross, and he is just picture perfect for a Viking farm pony. He rides. I'm hoping to teach him to drive and to see if that fits his personality and put him to good work. You know, a happy horse has a job. So, and then there's a little pony named Shadow after Shadowfax, and she is as sweet as they come. Noah already adores her, so I have a hunch they might be best buddies. But I'm excited to bring them home. They'll arrive the end of this month, and we'll let them settle in and get to know each other a little bit and just kind of see how we work with each other.
They're also going to be introduced to...
Yep, and then our sheep will come home very shortly after that. Some of you know we've had sheep in the past, and it did not work with the pasture. The land that we currently are on didn't work well with the sheep.
It didn't support them. It was not fair to them.
So fortunately, again, very, very lucky. Some of our dear friends, some of our best friends, a little overweight in the state, not super far, took on one of our ewe lambs, and they have been just taking the absolute best care of her.
What's her name?
Astrid is her name, and she's a little chunky little girl. She's so cute.
Some of you might have met her at an event because they've been traveling with her, and she'll follow you around like a puppy dog.
She's so cute. So she is bred, and we'll have baby lambs, and her, and then a companion who she doesn't have a name yet. So you all might get to participate.
But we'll get to that too. Sorry. See, I can rein her in a little bit too.
The sheep and the horses are coming home within about a month. And then we already have, you know, our quail and rabbits and chickens and all that stuff, but we are looking to add more and more livestock, and we'll update you as people arrive home and stuff. As they arrive home. They're people to me.
They are people. They're part of the family. Yep.
But those are two of our super, super exciting. I'm so excited to have these horses and get to know them and help them start the farm off on what I consider a really good foot. So we have some other really excited plans in the future, but we'll share those as they come. So.
Yeah. And that's kind of how we're going to be doing this, is we really wanted to be able to tell you, hey, it's starting. Please follow along, because we are going to be making these announcements along the way and whatnot. So far, though, so we've got the animals coming. We've been doing some planting.
Yep, I've got some willow on the way, which I will be using for some wattle and daub fencing. And then I'll also use it for some basket weaving in the Viking style. Might do some living fences. We'll see.
Will we hit people with willow if they say something stupid?
I can't promise that I won't. So, but no, probably not.
Okay.
And then we got some apple trees in. We got some more being put in, and then we've got the shop. Well, sorry. I won't get ahead.
That's fine.
Of it.
That's fine. It's gonna
We've
be
got
amazing.
some plans. We're super excited.
You guys would laugh at what I've been building, like the last few years, what we've been building out of, and so we're building a nice shop, and it is going to be Viking, period inspired, and I'm looking forward to building a shop. So we'll give you more on that. But so we've been planting, we've been building some trails. We've actually cleared out a couple of the campsites and are working on that and getting fire pits in, and again, we'll be explaining all of this in more detail, showing you pictures and videos, and letting you participate both in person and online. Yeah. So we'll talk more about that. A lot of these updates are going to be made now on our website. So that's a major announcement. We will be putting stuff on social media, but a lot of things are going to be going on our website now. We've actually built an entirely new website. And it's still, you can go to clanrunda.com and it'll take you there. Or you can go to thevikingfarm.com. It'll take you to the same one if you're having trouble remembering. But the new website it does have forums. Basically it has its own internal Facebook set up.
It's really cool.
It is. And it works really nice. We've been testing it and playing with it.
We have a couple people have already figured it out before we even made it.
Which is fun, which is really cool. So
he likes it a lot.
I appreciate that. Yeah, and you guys have already been on and explored and participated, and we really appreciate that.
Tell
but
him we
we're
already have a spot picked out for your van.
so the website is up and running. It does. It has forums. You can look at the events there. If there are events that you need to RSVP for or purchase tickets for, or something that's on the website. So we really want to, make a big announcement of go visit the website,
Yeah.
sign up for our mailing list if you haven't already. Look around there and see what's going on. As far as the forums, because we're going to be doing a lot of the videos and stuff on the forums.
Yep.
Um,
And that's also where we'll be doing the naming of the sheep and the
Mhm.
lambs, and that's kind of
so yeah, so we actually have officially closed our Patreon page. And the reason for that, honestly, is people are so kind and they're
So
supporting us financially, and Patreon's taking a ton of it.
yeah.
And so with what we're doing here, we've actually brought that membership portal onto this website again, the same one, clanruna.com or thevikingfarm.com, and you can do the same thing there. But we really wanted to make sure that people who are supporting us, that money's going to feeding the animals, veterinary things.
100% goes to the farm. Like
Yeah.
anything that comes in through there, 100% goes to the farm, whether it's giving extra treats to the animals or putting in flushing toilets in a shower house.
So
because-
we've been in this circle now for what, 6 years?
a while, I'm not
or
sure
more,
exactly.
and we've been to a lot of events.
Almost all.
And while porta potties and things like that are not a deterrent,
No.
it's like, no, we're gonna go still and hang out with
Or a
everybody.
plow.
Flushing toilet
But
and
how
shower
luxurious.
and stuff like that, yeah, that makes a difference.
As a mama
So
who's been to events with babies, like I'm all for this.
yeah, so that's what that type of infrastructure and making it a comfortable, enjoyable experience is what those memberships actually go towards.
Yeah, so
So,
everything will go to the farm, whether it's the upkeep of the animals, the plantings, the buildings, the improvements, but it's all stuff that you guys will get to experience and participate in and improve and make the farm run a little bit smoother. So everything goes to that.
yeah. So Patreon's closed for the first 6 months now since we've opened the website.
Mhm.
We wanted to do something a little bit special. We've already had people sign up and do this as
So
members without even knowing this.
Like,
But
almost brought tears to our eyes. We were like,
yeah,
oh my goodness, that's so sweet.
yeah, you guys are like your support over the last few years, you guys, like seriously,
Blows us away.
it does. It blows us away, and we're super grateful for it. So if we don't say that enough, but wow,
Yeah.
we really appreciate all of you, and so we want to do as many special things as we can for you all, and so what we're doing for the first 6 months of the website, I guess it's called the membership area or
Yeah.
whatever, is we're doing a founders promotion where you'll get some special perks if you sign up for that in any way in the first 6 months that we've opened it.
Yep. Actually,
And-
at the 6 months mark, I'll look and see who all is a member, and
And
they all
that's
get
what
the.
And once so for that you get we're gonna have some t-shirts done. We're gonna be selling different t-shirts and stuff, but you'll get a founder specific t-shirt. You'll get a founder's badge on your profile on the site. And there's probably going to be some more secret stuff that pops up here that you guys are unaware of. Just little surprises because we appreciate you. But just so and also so once a founder, always a founder.
Yeah.
And once the founders thing is done, the founders thing is done.
And it means that you stood behind us and helped us get the farm and everything up and going.
Yep.
And we just want to know how eternally grateful we are.
Yeah. So we'll let you. We won't take the time on this unless you guys want and ask some questions here in a little bit about it. I'm not going to take the time to go through all of the membership benefits and tiers and things like that. Again, you're familiar with how Patreon works and things like that.
Yeah, it's just it's all in house and it's all in one spot, and then we can have our discussion forums there and all our different groups and stuff. So we felt like it was a little bit more concise, a little bit smoother, and then actually 100% goes. And, Patreon doesn't take the cut. Not that I'm cutting on Patreon. It's just this feels more efficient.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. So you can go to the website and look at that for yourselves and decide what would be best for you. I will tell you that on one in particular, I mean, we're doing an exclusive carved chair just for, well, I'll say it's called the Chieftains Council, and there will be a Chieftains Council carved chair, and then other things in the future and stuff like that. But that's like between a $300 and a $400 value right there that we're gonna send you.
Basically, we want you to know how much we value
Correct.
you, which is
Correct.
a lot,
Yep.
indescribable, more than just a chair.
Yeah, so you guys can go and check that out for yourself and see those benefits. So, what else do we need to talk about, sweetheart?
There's a lot. Let's see. Let's check our website. Oh, I kept touching on, but one of the benefits of being a member is
naming
this
rights.
is a little thing.
No,
but it's really
it's a
okay,
cool
I think
thing.
It's
I
really
think it's
fun.
really cool.
So why don't you describe it, because you do a better job than I do.
Oh, I'd highly doubt that.
Well, I think you do.
So it's called naming rights, and what it is members. We're gonna set up a process for, let's say that we have a new building or a new campsite or baby sheep or something like that. We're going to do naming processes where members get to, for a period of time, suggest names, and then we will consolidate like maybe the top 5 of those or something like that. And then members, well, actually Chieftains Council members at that point will get to vote on that name, and the winner, like, you know, I might have misspoke. Everybody might get to vote, but I'll have to look at everything's figured out and put on. But basically, then the person who suggested the winning name that gets voted on will get a prize and stuff like that, depending on what was named, and then that name goes forward on those things. So I thought that's fun.
Yeah,
I think it's cool.
It's really fun. Like if I chose the name for this campsite and like I get to stay in that campsite or that cabin when I come for a class, how cool is that? Yeah. Or like, I chose the name for that sheep. Like, I want to go meet that sheep, right? And we're gonna have that once the baby comes.
Or if you live across the country, you can be pen pals with the sheep.
Yeah, I'll write back from.
She would write actual physical letters and put a stamp on it and send it to the sheep.
Somebody do that, so I have an excuse to do it. That would be so fun. But anyways. Now I forgot what I was saying.
You guys know she will too. You know you will get letters back from the sheep.
And
you know
Bill
you
the
will.
Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally would do that.
So no, I think that's a really cool thing.
I
And there's so many cool, fun things that you'll be able to do.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. And speaking of the babies, we are in the future, look for an announcement. Our first open to the public event will be a Meet the Babies event. Once our lambs have been born, we're gonna have just a small little like chill, stop in, meet the babies, meet the horses, our first open to the public. You can just stop by and say hi, or just check out the property event. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be in the future. That'll be sometime in the end of April, I think is when I'm pretty sure. I have to double check the calendar because baby brain is for reals. But yeah.
Building a brain.
Building a brain.
Build a brain.
Build a brain.
Build a bear. Build a brain. Okay. Anyhow, I do too want to clarify that, you know, some of these events, yes, they're going to be live. You come to it on our property and stuff, but we want to reiterate that we're going to be doing live videos like we are today from the property. We're going to be actually on some of the
connectivity. It works live. Yeah,
we can do it without having to put in major infrastructure over there, so that's good. But even some of the classes we're going to be videoing. So that can be posted and taken online later. So you don't have to be local to us to get some of those experiences. That being said, we would sure love it if you would travel and see us.
We'd love to see
and we want to make it to where that's worthwhile for you. But we also want to bring you along, whether you're local to North Carolina, in the United States, or halfway around the world. I don't care. We want you along for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the internet makes that possible, which is fun. So yeah. Any questions that you're seeing, sweetheart?
So I'm seeing lots of great comments, lots of people here. I'm blown away about how many people are watching with us.
You guys are awesome.
Here. Hey, Kayla. But if anybody has any questions or we didn't cover or you missed something, now is a perfect time to chime in. We love questions. We'd love to talk about anything that you might be wondering about.
She might not let me answer all of them.
Well, I probably will.
Okay.
I'm feeling generous. Just kidding. No, it's decent. So we'll give it a few seconds to see if anybody has any good questions. So, but just hey, thank you everyone for being here.
If you go to the website, the new website, and you see something like an oopsie, like a spelling error, I will not be offended.
I would be so excited to find out.
I put in a lot of hours, and often they were late hours, and I was tired hours or sick
Oh.
hours. So I'm sure that I missed some things.
And I know you
so
have this
feel free to let me know.
on the website, but just in case anybody misses it, the some of the images on the website are stock images,
Good.
but they are
Good.
representing what we were working towards. But we don't have that particular thing yet. So once we have ours, or once we've gotten a few more images, they will be replaced with our own images. And a lot of them are, but some of those stock images, if you're wondering why, that is why. So it's still just brand new website.
For example, there is a picture of a Viking Age building on there. You know, I can tell you a little bit about the shop that I'm going to be building, but we're going to have pavilions and barns and other things built like this too. But the shop that I'm building is going to be like a Scandinavian style timber frame construction. The poles will be carved. We're going to do some special things with the Clanrunda style.
Clanrunda is not going anywhere. This is just a thing that Clanrunda is
excited to finally get to open up. Yeah, exactly. So so when my shop has been completed, obviously we want to showcase that, so that will replace those images and things. But that's just
along
going to
with
take
some
us
of the other
time,
buildings we have planned in the future. So
yeah.
Talon says, what was the website address? Talon, that one's nice and easy. It's still clanrunda.com.
Our store is still there.
Yep.
We're still building things and making stuff, so it's still, you know, the online catalog
it's
is there.
Expanded. Correct. Much more thorough. And then we also have a couple other websites that lead right to that, just in case you can't remember.
Like the Viking Farm.
I think that one's really fun. So
yeah.
But yeah, if you have our old website, leads to the new website.
Frank knows all about like registering multiple domain names. We had that discussion. So maybe, you know, Frank, just go test some, see if we've got them. You know, it's like
And then Dorian says, keep an eye out for land. We're excited to move next to you. Dorian, we can't wait to have you here.
We might be really bad neighbors to some people, so we make them want to move.
That's not true. I would never do that. That's terrible.
No, we won't do that.
Hi, Deborah. It's nice to see you. Vanessa, we can't wait for you and Patty to come and stay with us.
Stay with us.
Yeah.
We need to get them land too.
I know, obviously. Baby steps.
Okay.
So we're trying to convince everybody to move by us. We're gonna have a whole Viking Valley. That's our goal.
Viking Valley. Ooh, I like that.
I'm not joking.
Register another domain before Frank does.
Well, he doesn't live in the Valley. And then Talon says, "Okay, I'll be there." But I thought there might be. So okay, I gotcha. Kayla, thank you so much. I can't wait for you to see it and come meet everybody. So yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, and if you think of questions and that you just don't want to ask it here, or like you think of it later, just shoot us a message. I'm not the fastest at getting back to people, but I am gonna try, and I'll get back to you. It might just take a second. So
yeah, and we will be doing more lives from the land as we're doing things, just when little things are going on. I'll give you a heads up on one of the things that there will be a video coming out a bit down the road, but just for an example, in the members and stuff like that, we're actually we'll be doing little lives about little projects that we're doing. And one of the projects that we're doing is when Helene came through, we lost on the property a number of gorgeous, huge trees, big old oak trees, perfectly straight, red oaks and things like that, and it's really sad. And so we want to do right with that material and stuff there. We don't want just a large campfire, you know, chop it up. And these are big logs and stuff, and so we'll be
they're taller than Noah. I mean, they're wider than Noah.
Yeah, they're massive. And so what we're going to be doing with that, hopefully, and we'll take you along for the process, and this is just an example of the many things, the planting willow, the animal things and stuff, but we're going to be taking this tree and cutting it down and taking...
it's already down, but cutting it up.
Well, yeah, cutting it up in pieces and taking a froe and breaking that down into shakes to, you know, shingle the shop and maybe some other buildings and stuff, so that fallen tree still has a place on the property for years and years to come, and those type of shakes should last 50 to 100 years, you know. And so things like that. But we'll be doing these periodic, hey, here's what we're working on today, and here's why we're doing it, and here's us failing or here's us succeeding. one or
Or
the
a bit
other.
of both.
So yeah, but we want to bring you along with that.
Yeah.
So that's something we're doing.
You can experience it with us and
Yep.
kind of learn with us. So
Yeah. Um, so if there's no more questions, I guess today's takeaway is that we're finally opening it up, and it's going to be exciting. So I would just, if you guys would want to go to the website, see what we built there, look around. Again, suggestions. Let me know if
reach
there's
out
any
to us
critiques and
if
stuff like that. But see what it's doing. Sign up for a free account.
Yeah.
You can go to the chats there and interact with people that are on this with us.
It's actually super fun. Like you can have like a profile picture and a cover. It's very Facebook.
It's very much like
and then
Facebook.
you can talk on the forums, and in the forums there are certain ones that are like exclusive to certain members and groups and stuff like that. But there's lots of, and we intend to put lots of stuff on there for lots of things to see, and that's probably a first place to go for the most up to date information. And we'll still try to keep up the other social media stuff too, but that's the place to go to keep up to date.
Yeah. So sign up for that free account. If you have a desire to check out those tiers. There's 3 tiers there. The founding member promotion is going on for about 6 months here. So again, once a founder, always a founder. With that, and again, I mean, I just want to reiterate, thank you for supporting us for the last few years, being patient with us as we looked for land. Thank you for being here today. All of your input, all of your encouragement. Some of you have been through, have been with us when there's been some ups and downs, some things that have happened in our family and stuff, and we really appreciate you. We do consider you our family, and so we're super excited about being able to stay connected with you in this way going forward. So that's about all I have. If there's no more questions.
Kayla said, using that wood as a way of thanking the land.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
And we want every aspect of what we do, right from the animals to the plantings to the buildings, everything to kind of just live harmoniously.
Yes.
Like I think that the Vikings likely did. And Cody said, use that lumber to build a longhouse. A longhouse is in the plans. We'll see how fast.
Rein it in.
Sorry. You will love it, I am sure. So, and then lots of people saying they can't wait to come see it, and then we can't wait to have everybody here.
Yeah.
Whether it's a private group or it's a class or one of our public events or whatever, we literally are just so excited to share what has been a long time dream for us. And then
what do you think the biggest part of, or the biggest excitement you have about this, that we've wanted to do this? Is there an aspect that makes you the most excited to be doing this? I think I know what it is, but
well, there's lots. I could sit here a while and name them all. The first things that popped to my mind is I just have a strong desire to inspire others. Whether it's like, just come and get your hands in the dirt, you're planting willow with me, or come help me shear the sheep, or bring your kiddos to come see that they're friendly animals. Put your phone down, connect back with nature, connect back with history, connect with other people, and just kind of inspire yourself to live your fullest life and stuff. So that's one of the things I'm most excited about. I'm really excited for our little kids to grow up like working hard and learning skills and all that stuff. But I'm excited to share that with others.
Yeah.
So for
that's
me,
what I would have guessed.
That's probably one of my most excited. I've got lots and lots and lots of them, but
and I know, so that's what I would have guessed. And I also know, like, a lot of you know Becca as camp mom. So when she sets up camp, there's always cooking. Everybody is welcome around our campfire. And Becca always says, anybody and everybody is welcome as long as you treat people good. You are part of our family. Yep. And that's really, I can see her being super excited, and I am too, about being able to do that in perhaps a bigger and broader way now. So
a place for people to come and feel at home and loved and welcomed and just excited and as you said, like to be there. So yes, Cody, there will be a mead hall, whether it's a part of another building or separate. We actually have a meadery here locally in Lenore that we absolutely love. We wouldn't mind partnering with other local meaderies or other meaderies as well, but we love those people, and we love supporting like local businesses and small businesses. So we're excited about that as well.
Yeah.
And Marriott, thank you. Can't wait to see you guys. What about the bees? And I'm glad to see that you guys are coming up soon. We can't wait to have you. The bees are in the plans. We've actually some family members of mine are very interested. They actually make mead, and they're interested in beekeeping. So we're talking with them now about how that might look for them to keep some bees on our land. I want to do, and Jeremy wants to do everything all at once. Bees is high on the list, but we also want to make sure that what we do well. And so we're trying to sort out, like, okay, what do we take on, and make sure that that's done well, set up well cared for before we add more. So bees are pretty high on the list. Exactly where, I'm not
Well,
positive,
they're
but
high
they're
on the
very
list.
high on the list because
It's
they're good for
super.
the land.
Well, that's the thing.
So,
Is they're good for a lot of the other things that we're doing. So it's all a circle. That's why I want to do everything at once.
Exactly. I know. Baby steps, babe. Baby steps. I've also got a baby I'm growing. So it's a challenge. We can't wait to have you here and cook. And I can't wait to cook with you. And it'll be so much fun.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna have a blast. So
yeah.
those are the questions.
I think those are currently the questions, unless anybody quick types ones in or messages us or whatever. But yeah, just super excited. What are some of the things that people are most excited about? Coming to see us, meeting the baby lambs. Anything else?
I know some
what
of the.
are you most excited about? You asked me, but I didn't ask you.
Well, what you mentioned is really good, but I think I'm more of the side of it of creating the experience then, and whether that is the physical structures that and the layout of it, just that
You're so good.
you know there's a feng shui, right, to a property
You're
like
so
this,
good at that.
and I want people to come in, and I want them to again just exhale, breathe, go, oh, this is nice, and relax. We need to do that.
Yeah.
Like, our life is stressful, and even if it's people coming out and sitting by the campfire and just relaxing, because that's really needed, or even the pictures and the videos that come from the property. We sit with Noah to when it's bedtime, he gets a little bit of time, and we watch some YouTube videos of relaxing people doing things like old fashioned and things like that, and it's relaxing, and so we know we want to give that to you as well, that type of thing. So for me, it's about just that relaxing and that breathing in that space. So I think it intertwines. Hey, we're a team. All right.
And not only are you good at that, but you're good at and one thing that's kind of a side note, but this is a historically inspired farm. There will be modern amenities like flushing toilets and showers eventually, and there will be other like utilitarian things for keeping the animals in and safe and stuff like that. But we do intend to have that as blended, as appealing as possible, and you're so good at that. So I'm not worried about, but just so you know that there will be some of those, like, we have lights on that turn on and things like that. So yeah, it should be loads of fun. So Talon says, once again, could you pronounce the name?
So it is Bakerholt Bayer, and that's my English phonetic pronunciation.
If somebody speaks Icelandic and wants to let us know.
If you go to the website, it is actually spelled out phonetically as well for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's someone who actually speaks Icelandic and could give us that,
we love to learn. We're all about learning.
We could do better with it.
Yeah.
But so.
Mary, I'd love to learn to do bees with you. You can come down. We can do it together. So, although I know it's a little bit different region to region, but it'd be super fun. So, and then Tanya, we'd love to have you come and visit, especially when the little lambs are there. So.
We had this last after the hurricane again. I think a lot of beehives on the mountain were displaced and stuff, and we actually we've got a garden here where we're at, and it just really made me feel more connected to the bees, because they were all looking for a place, and our garden was just inundated with bees, and so I was down there working with them, and they're so relaxing. If you haven't been around honeybees, they're amazing. So,
I like them, but they like you even more than
they
like me.
No, that's okay right now. So I think that's about all I've got then. But again, if you guys would just go visit the website, let us know what you think. Sign up for that free thing. If it's something that you want to do, check out those tiers, those membership tiers. That would be awesome. The animals would thank you. So would we. But we're looking forward to the next one. So that's our first Facebook Live, sweetheart. Good job. Thank you all for showing up. We'll end the chat now. We're looking forward to talking with you soon. Stay in touch. Thanks for being there.
Can't wait to see everybody.
Yeah, we love you all. Bye-bye. Bye.